What is up, all my fellow Turbos? This is Steve Turbo of the Hyper Arcade Turbo Bros, and I would like to thank all of you for an incredible milestone that we have just achieved recently, and that is we have hit 400 subscribers. This is huge to me because I remember sitting there at 35 subscribers just about when I got started, and it was all like friends and family, and I said, man, that's awesome, but will I get any farther than that? And as proved over this past weekend, a lot of you guys came in for the Sonic Mania video, and you know, it just was awesome getting to hear from all of you and to talk to all of you. That is just something truly amazing to me. So I wanted to do something really cool for you, and that sort of let you into something that's very personal and near and dear to me. And that is this. This right here is my, well, it's my toy collection. It's my toy collection. So let's not wait any longer. Let's go ahead and turn this around. I know you don't want to see my ugly mug no more. And let's look at the toys, okay? Alright everybody, so here it is. I just got done building this shelf today. And it houses a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. All of this has a memory attached to it in some way, shape, or form. A lot of these things are gifts that I have been given by dear friends. A lot of these represent a time period or an adventure or something. They are all trophies of my friendship and my adventures. And that is why I collect them. I saved the top shelf for some big ones. As you can see, these represent some of my biggest fandoms. Starting with Green Lantern. What you see here is the Kotobukiya Justice League Green Lantern statue. This one stands at about, I'd say, maybe 6-7 inches tall. Awesome piece that was given to me by James, who is my co-host here on the Hyper Arcade Turbo Bros. And just, it's an absolutely awesome figure for me. I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. For those of you who have been here since the beginning, I started as Steve Lantern, but then I quickly turned into the Hyper Arcade Turbo Bros when James and Mojo came on board. But the Green Lanterns will always hold a special place in my heart, which gets to the next piece. The Play Arts Kai Green Lantern. This was given to me by my dear friend Henry. This was a Christmas present. This was given to me when I first moved into his house, and I just was floored because I would go to the local comic shop and look at this all the time, and I just would salivate over it, and I would dream of the day that I could actually get it, and I just never could. I never could afford it. Well, Christmas Day came, and wouldn't you know it, he got me the Play Arts Kai Green Lantern, and I have kept him in the box all the way up until today. Same with this Green Lantern. They both came out of their cardboard prisons. Two very important and very special pieces in my collection, and I absolutely love them. Next up is another from the Play Arts collection, and that is Vicious from Cowboy Bebop. This Vicious was gifted to me by my brother, Jake, also known as Mojo here on the channel. Cowboy Bebop holds an incredibly special place in my heart because it was one of the first major adult animes that I watched, and it influenced such a huge portion of my life, and it influenced my creativity back when I would write all the time. And having this piece, having this Play Arts Vicious is so meaningful to me, and it is just a stunning figure that is fully posable, and I got him in quite possibly the coolest pose that I could. Now I'm sure you see the little Marceline right here, right in front of Vicious. This was also given to me by James as another present. I believe this was more like a birthday present, and it was just awesome because I love Marzi. She's my favorite character in Adventure Time. I love her to pieces. I have a lanyard for her. She's just fantastic. These little guys right here are all the Kidrabot figures that James and I have gone and collected over the years, trying to basically find our favorites in the blind box. You see the Mega Man figures, you see the Street Fighter figures, we have a green Mega Man over here, just kind of chilling out. Now, alright guys, so this is where it's gonna get really personal, so kind of forgive me if I get a little caught up in my feelings, but this one represents a really, really special time, and that is my Super Saiyan 3 Goku. It's a Figure Art Zero Goku standing in at 11 inches, and this was given to me by my ex-girlfriend, and this, I don't even know how to begin to describe, but this was given to me at a point in my life when I was beyond happy. And unfortunately, I am no longer in that relationship, and that is a really tough thing to accept, and it has been a tough thing to accept over the last year. But much like Goku himself, you know, you have to find the strength to just accept things. And, you know, I keep it as sort of a symbol that no matter what may have happened, she'll always have a special place in my heart. And that's what this represents. And frankly, it's just an awesome statue, and I wouldn't want to get rid of it. And it's just so amazing. So, you know, despite what happened there, you know, I'll always remember and treasure that time in my life. And I can only thank her for that. Alright, let's move on to the next. So you see here the 3 Dragon Ball Z Pops that I have. Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta. These two were con exclusives. Well, actually, Golden Frieza was a con exclusive that was made available by Hot Topic. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku was a Hot Topic exclusive that I picked up on Sunday. And Vegeta is just my favorite DBZ character other than Piccolo. So and Goku too, of course, don't forget that. But Vegeta, I love Vegeta. I always felt he had some of the coolest moments in the entire show. So, you know, I had to have him. So let's move on to some other ones here. This is the Star Sapphire and the Indigo Core Lanterns, Atom and Wonder Woman. These two, me and James got at our first free comic book day, where we stood in line at our local comic book store, Third Eye Comics, and we basically we got these two figures in our goodie bag, and it was just awesome. James held on to Diana for a little bit before he finally gave her to me, and I really love having her in the collection. These two are awesome, and they represent a really cool time in my life where I was a very adventurous spirit. And, you know, this was back when, you know, James and Mojo and me would just go on random adventures for whatever reason, no matter what time of day it was. We would just go on these amazing, epic, long adventures. And I'll never forget those times because it was when I really began a journey of self-discovery and recovery. And when I say recovery, it was during a very trying and difficult time in my life. Nothing, of course, involving drugs or anything like that. I've never been about that life, but just, you know, when it was real dark before the dawn. Next up, now this is the Infinite Crisis Green Lantern. This is the Atomic Green Lantern, and this is just an absolutely cool figure that I received, again, as a present from my friend Henry. This was just such a cool figure to receive because, again, another figure that I just simply salivated over, but I could never ever get, and he is just a awesome piece. That big giant green hand just looks so cool, but he was a bit of a pain to try and get on the shelf. Back here is Soldier 76 from Overwatch, and the Overwatch Collector's Edition. I was originally going to do a video on this, but I didn't have James here to hold the camera for me, and I didn't like how it came out, so I didn't do it. So here he is in all his glory, right next to the Ryu statue that, if you guys go back and watch my Street Fighter V unboxing, you know, oh man. Street Fighter V, you know, on the subject of Ryu and Street Fighter V came through another difficult time in my life. And this was shortly after I was going through my breakup. And I'm going to be very candid with you guys and tell you that I suffered from extreme anxiety and depression during that time period. So much so that I had lost all my creative spark. I could do nothing to find any drive or motivation to go on creating. And Street Fighter V just kind of helped to reawaken that, and it was going to the midnight release for Street Fighter V with my friends that I sort of woke back up a little bit, but I still wasn't fully awake yet. And I just remember that time period as being so difficult because so much was going on, and I just remember that dark place that I was in, and I'm happy that I am no longer in that place. You know, we all have those time periods where we get to this point where we feel like it's never going to get better, but I can tell you this, that it does. Things always get better, guys, and never give up, and don't ever stop trying, because you, even in your darkest of times, you have wonderful people with you, and they will get you through it. And it's how I really began to cherish a lot of friendships that I have held for many years. It made me realize just how important and special those friendships have been. And that is what that figure represents. Moving down. Oh, here's Leo from my first loot crate. I love Leonardo. He's my favorite turtle. So I was so happy to get him in my very first crate. Super duper happy about that. Little baby Winston. Down here are all my Funko Pops. There is no rhyme or reason for their order right now. I'm still trying to figure this out. But just, man. Now for those of you who have been here for a while, now this shelf, oh my god, I'm falling. This shelf you're going to be very familiar with. All of my amiibos. Oh, the adventures I have had with these little figures. My god. The adventures I have had, you guys. Just so many amazing memories and friends that I have made thanks to these little figurines, and they will always serve as this wonderful reminder of those days. I got all these amiibos during the happiest year of my life. It was a time when I, as a human being, felt incredibly complete, and these little figures serve as a reminder that those days are never over. That as humans, we sort of break apart sometimes, and we come back together, and we're better than before. You know, it's you get broken down to be lifted back up, and that's what's just so many amazing memories, and so many of you that I met thanks to these amiibos, and just the struggles of trying to find them, the adventures of searching far and wide to find them was just, I wish I could go back. But it is awesome that amiibos are not as hard to come by now as they were before. But I will always treasure all the memories and all the friends I've made thanks to these little figures. I love them so, so much. Back here is the Street Fighter 3 Alex figure that James got me for Christmas, along with a Suplex City shirt. This guy, if you're new here, Alex is my favorite Street Fighter character. I don't want to take him out. I know it's dark back there, but I leave him in that box because that is a figure from 1999. If I remember reading the box right, that is a figure from 1999. He's staying in the box. My Pip-Boy from Fallout. And boy howdy, the month after that came out, boy did things fall out. This little darling right here. Okay, so this is the Hello Kitty Guile, the Sanryu X Street Fighter Hello Kitty Guile. And this was given to me by my lovely friend Sam. She is a love. I adore her to pieces, and she got me this adorable little plush, and I was like, I absolutely love it. I have never owned anything Hello Kitty in my entire life, but I was so flattered and I adored it so much when she gave me this little plush, and I was just smiling ear to ear. I love it. It is a permanent piece in my collection. I don't care what anyone says. This will always be here because Sam, James, and I have a lot of memories of a very difficult time in their lives. And the year that we all got through it together, and many late nights were spent with all of us recovering from a great tragedy that occurred in not only, mine and James's life, but in hers as well. And it was a difficult period of adjustment and growth that was associated with that. And we got through it. And everything became amazing. And, our friendship is one that's forged in steel, and it's just amazing. And I will always keep this little Hello Kitty as a testament and a symbol of our friendship. There's my Overwatch license plate that I got from Best Buy. And these are the collector cups that I got at our new movie theater. One for Batman vs. Superman. It's a cool cup. It's a cool cup. And the other for Star Wars The Force Awakens. What an amazing time that was to go and see that movie. Just absolutely awesome. I apologize for how crappy the video gets when we're down here, but the lighting in my room is very poor. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is the entire shelf. This is all of the amazing collectibles that I own, and there's still some more hidden in the room somewhere, but I gotta find them. There's my Majora's Mask Edition 3DS XL box, and again, there's another video detailing the chronicle of getting that collector's edition. I nearly freaking passed out because it was so cold outside. It was 15 degrees outside when I went and got that 3DS, that when I went inside into the warmth, I almost passed out and I couldn't hand my card to the cashier to pay for that. The Mega Man Legacy Collector's Edition, which came with the gold Mega Man. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Just, oh man, guys. So many amazing memories associated with everything on this shelf. These are all trophies and testaments of adventures and friendships and times in my life that I will never forget. I hope that you have something similar to that. I really, truly hope you do. And if you do, cherish these little treasures forever. Don't think of them as silly little toys. Think of them as trophies. And I promise you, you will appreciate them all the more. Guys, thank you all for watching this video, and thank you all for subscribing to this channel. I love talking to you guys, and it means the world to me that you're here. So thank you all for giving me a continued inspiration for doing what it is that I love to do more than anything else. Thank you all, and welcome. And I promise you, it's only going to get better from here. Please tell me in the comments section below if you have any treasures like these, no matter what they may be. Tell me about them in the comments section because I would love to hear your stories as well. Guys, thank you all. Thank you all so, so much. And we'll see you next time.